Well, hello, 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 and welcome everybody to Starry Tarot. Oops, sorry about that. Oh, we got reverb. Sorry. I hope everyone's doing great today. Happy Friday to everybody. And hi, Mr. Maurice Evans Jones, and thank you so much for your donation, my friends. Let me go ahead and get this cue. But, I hope you're doing great today, Maurice. Did you have one question or did you have multiple questions today? Hi, Divine Lovely. Hi, Phyllis. How are you doing? There he is. I applied for a new position at my job as a building maintenance mechanic. It seems to be a little difficult to get it. What do the cards see with this career move? Will I get this job? Okay, yeah. I think you asked a similar question a couple days ago. I forget what we asked. What did the cards see with this career move? Okay. Let's see here. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does it look like for Maurice in terms of Maurice getting the building maintenance mechanic job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the likelihood of Maurice getting the building maintenance mechanic job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the likelihood of Maurice getting the building maintenance mechanic job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the likelihood of Maurice getting the building maintenance mechanic job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the likelihood of Maurice getting the building maintenance mechanic job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the likelihood of Maurice getting the building maintenance mechanic job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the likelihood of Maurice getting the building maintenance mechanic job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the likelihood of Maurice getting the building maintenance mechanic job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the likelihood of Maurice getting the building maintenance mechanic job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the likelihood of Maurice getting the building maintenance mechanic job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the likelihood of Maurice getting the building maintenance mechanic job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the likelihood of Maurice getting the building maintenance mechanic job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the likelihood of Maurice getting the building maintenance mechanic job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the likelihood of Maurice getting the building maintenance mechanic job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the likelihood of Maurice getting the building maintenance mechanic job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the likelihood of Maurice getting the building maintenance mechanic job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the likelihood of Maurice getting the building maintenance mechanic job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the likelihood of Maurice getting the building maintenance mechanic job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the likelihood of Maurice getting the building maintenance mechanic job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the likelihood of Maurice getting the building maintenance mechanic job? Thank you. Are you serious, Andre? Not right now. Thank you so much for your donation, Divine Lovely. Let me go ahead and add you to the list here. Okay. All right, Maurice, let's see. We have 5 of Pentacles reversed, 7 of Wands, Page of Wands, Page of Swords reversed, 6 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords reversed, Knight of Pentacles reversed, 8 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles reversed, 8 of Cups reversed, 9 of Wands reversed, Knight of Cups reversed, 9 of Swords, Page of Cups reversed, and Judgment. And we just received a donation from Austin. Thank you. I don't see you, Austin, in the chat, but I'm going to quickly add you to the list. Oh, thank you, Maurice. These are, I think that's your username, Austin. I might have it wrong, but I'm going to guess that's it. Yeah, this is the cat tarot, Maurice. All right, so I do see that it's going to be, there is a challenge. There are challenges presented here in attaining this job. So you put in your application like a few days ago, right? Sorry, so you put in your application a few days ago, and when were you told that you received communication regarding that? I know you found out there were difficulties because of your position right now, and yeah, I see that. This 5 of Pentacles reversed, Ace of Swords reversed, 9 of Wands reversed. It's going to be, yeah, it definitely presents its challenges here. I need a little bit of clarity. 1 second. Like, I do see, like, the 5 of Pentacles in its reverse position when we're talking about, sorry, 1 second here. I need to, this is driving me bananas. My OCD is getting the best of me. Sorry, 1 sec. Just need to move these, and then I can focus, because I cannot focus when everything's out of whack. I'm sorry, you guys. 1 sec. Okay. Yeah, this 5 of Pentacles reverse. When we're seeing this in a career context, it's usually a good sign. It's usually a sign that career hardships are going to be coming to an end. That there's going to be some positive changes coming about in your wheelhouse. I called HR to find out and was told of these difficulties. And it was on Saturday. Yeah. And yeah, no, and those difficulties are real. I mean, they're not, they're not making it up. They're not lying. They're being honest with you. And I see with this Ace of Swords reverse, like, I feel like there was just I feel like there was some kind of miscommunication from the onset with this beat. Andre, I need you to go away, please. Thank you. Sorry, we have cleaners here today and my cat's being a little crazy. Ace of Swords reverse, this is the beginning of communication. I feel like if you had been communicated better if this had been communicated better to you at the beginning, hi, sorry, then, I feel like there wouldn't have been this confusion. And correct me if I'm wrong, but if you had known this from the get-go, you may not have applied in the first place. And with this 9 of Wands reverse, it's like, I feel like in order to get the job, like, there would need to be, like, sacrifices would be required of you in some, hi, Andre, I'm working right now, thank you. Sacrifices would be required of you in some way in order to attain this position. And I don't mean sacrifices in the way of, like, any, job, but just, like, I think you mentioned it too, like you would have to like be part of like the you would have to like basically like take a lower position in order to be like considered for this position. And I am seeing that here, this Nine of Wands reversed. We have this Seven of Wands, yeah, Knight of Pentacles reversed and Knight of Cups reversed. It's like it's not totally impossible. There is still no. I need you to go down, Andre. Thank you, honey. I'm sorry, you guys. My cat's being. I can't put him away anymore. It's just a little chaotic. With this Seven of Wands, it's like, yeah, there is still a possibility. Like, it's not an impossible possibility. But with this Knight of Pentacles reversed right underneath, the Knight of Pentacles is the workhorse, and I do see it being like there was some level of like misleading, being misled here. This Knight of Cups reversed, Knight of Pentacles reversed. Like, yeah, you were not given the full scope of information here. I'm seeing though, now I'm starting to remember your reading that I did for you the other day. I do remember another message that was part of it, and nothing's really changed that I'm seeing here. I am getting some additional stuff about like, yeah, miscommunication, stuff like that. But yeah, it's still a possible possibility, but there would be challenges that you would have to accept that are really, at the end of the day, not fair and not conducive to your growth, your financial growth, your career growth, your career path. But what I am seeing is that there are other opportunities for you to move to with this Page of Wands. There is a certain level, like in this position that you're in right now, like there is something to be said about like being bound with this Eight of Swords right here in the center. It is binding you. Hi, Matt. Thank you very much for your donation. And Yvette, thank you very much for your donation as well. Give me one moment here. Thank you very much. Okay, yeah, there is something to be said here with the Eight of Swords right here in the center about being trapped within this position, and this causing undue anxieties and worries with this Nine of Swords right underneath Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords. It's Spirit definitely, and I know you want to move out of this position, you know, for this reason, but Spirit is saying with this Page of Wands that there definitely are other opportunities. This doesn't look like a very promising one, Maurice. Yeah, it looks like the wrong information, like you weren't given the full scope of information with this Page of Swords reverse, and it is not likely to result in the change and shift that you want to see in your career with this Ten of Pentacles reverse and this Page of Cups reverse. I think I definitely think that like I don't want to say completely forget about this position entirely, Maurice, but I do think that there's something to be said about looking elsewhere, for looking for other positions to move to, and learning from this experience and getting the full scope of information before applying for a job, or even, I don't know if there is a resource for you within your work where you could ask, like, you know, what would be a good, or what would be an available other position for me to move to, like what would be ideal, or what would like work for me, or what, you know, what would be fitting with my expertise, with my skills. I think that if you could find a resource like that, that would be really, really good here. And I do see them like being of some help with that, with the Six of Pentacles. And with this Eight of Cups reverse, I'm seeing a lot of cups reversed here, and I'm hearing from Spirit that, like, while it may be difficult to just like move on from this entirely, like it would probably be in your best interests, to accept that it's, you know, you would have to basically, you know, demote yourself, take a lesser position to that, you know, to be part of this union, to be possibly accepted for this job. It's just, it wouldn't work to your benefit. And with this Judgment card, and then looking at this Five of Pentacles reverse that we began with, it's like there definitely are changes in your wheelhouse here. Big changes, big shifts on the horizon for you. But it's really important that before you, you know, look to apply to anything, or start, you know, investing in looking forward to something, a change in something, like I would really like make sure that it's not going to be a waste of your time, or your efforts, you know, or your or getting like, you know, excited about it or interested in it, because yeah, I feel like, yeah, you were really misdirected, and it's not your fault, you know. You should have been notified about this prior to applying. Sorry, there's black cat hairs all over these cards because of this guy. Sorry. But yeah, Spirit is saying, and I don't know if you have looked, but yeah, Spirit is saying that there are other opportunities within the postal service that you could move to, that you would actually be able to. But in terms of this position, it's, like I said, it's not entirely impossible, but it's not, it would require a lot of sacrifice, undue sacrifice from you. That wouldn't be of an advantage to you in any way. I mean, possibly long term, but it would be like just a lot of sacrifice there. And I think the best thing to do here would be to shift gears with this Page of Wands, shift gears with your attention and your energies, where you're investing your energies and your attention, and find and search, try and search this Page of Swords reversed. Try and search, like if there is like some kind of career, like or maybe HR would even be helpful. I'm not even sure, but if there is some kind of like career guidance, like resource, I would definitely look into that if you haven't already taken advantage of that. Or even like offline resources of information, would probably be advantageous at this time as well. But yeah, it doesn't look promising, Maurice. Like I said, it's not a total impossibility, but Spirit is saying that it would be within your best interest to shift gears and look in a different direction. Because yeah, it's not fair to you to, hi Debbie, it's just not fair to you to have to endure that much sacrifice. You know, it's just I feel like it would be just not right, not advantageous at the end of the day. But the good news is that there are other opportunities. If they're not available right at this time, I do feel like they're going to be available within the next month or so, or the next 1 to 2 months. Because you know, if that's what tarot is saying right now, tarot is all about reading current energies, right? So it's you know, if tarot is saying that, it's likely to happen much sooner than later if it's not already available. Okay. Thank you very much, Maurice. I really appreciate you. Yeah, thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best, and I know you'll find something great. Now it's just about, like, you know, investing your energies where they're needed, or where they're not where they're needed, but where they're going to help you best. I appreciate you too. Thank you so much. And thank you very much, Debbie, for your donation. Let me go ahead and add you here. All right, Divine Lovely, thank you for your donation. Let's see here. Hey, no. I need you to calm down. Divine Lovely, please come to the chat. Thank you. Yeah, why you? I'm just kidding. You're not lonely. You're just meowing. It's okay to meow. It's okay. It's okay to meow. You can meow. Oh. Divine Lovely, please come to the chat. It is your turn. Thank you very much. What's up? You just need stroking, some stretching, and stretching. Wow. Why was M so nasty to me when I asked her for verification of her spiritual business? She became very irate when I told her it wasn't of the light to ask $800. Holy crap. For a consultation without verification. Wow. From a personal spiritual professional, that's insane. I mean, I'm not here to judge anyone's prices. That's that's their business. But yeah, without a verification, good lord. My goodness. Okay, let's see. And Nicole, what is your sign? And are you aware of M? Do you know what M sign is? You're a Gemini? Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, why was M so nasty to Nicole when she asked for the verification of her spiritual business? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, why was M so nasty to Nicole when she asked her for verification of her spiritual business? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, why was M so nasty to Nicole when she asked for verification of her spiritual business? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, why was M so nasty to Nicole when she asked her for verification of her spiritual business? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, why was M so nasty to Nicole when she asked for verification of her spiritual business? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, why was M so nasty to Nicole when she asked for verification of her spiritual business? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, why was M nasty to Nicole when she asked for verification of her spiritual business? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, why was M nasty to Nicole when she asked for verification of her spiritual business? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, why was M nasty to Nicole when she asked for verification of her spiritual business? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, why was M nasty to Nicole when she asked for verification of her spiritual business? I don't know her sign. She feels like a fire sign. Okay. $800 for a consultation. Where did you, if you don't mind me asking, where did you find her? Was this just for a reading or for like spiritual work? We have Ace of Swords reversed. Sorry, one second. Ace of Swords reversed. Hate this. Sorry, crystals are. Six of Wands. Six of Cups reversed. Nine of Cups. And Nine of Pentacles. How much she tried to reduce it to, and thank you very much for your donation, Linglicious. So she tried to reduce it to $250 and then said I had to till tonight to respond for the special discount. So after I told her I'm a Reiki master and empath, that it has to be of the light, she said I'm being led by trickier spirits. Oh, please, please. So how and how much of her business have you seen? She just came on YouTube a week ago. Is she an older lady, or is she? I'm only assuming she's a lady because you say she. But is she older, by any chance? Because I get the sense that she has been practicing. Everything she said came from ego. Yeah. I do get, with this Nine of Pentacles and Nine of Cups, I do get, and the Six of Wands, I do get fire energy from her too, very fiery energy. I get the sense that she has some experience. She won't show her face. I think she's older. Yeah, she has had some experience. She's had none online. She's new to the whole online thing. I don't know how much experience she's actually had. But I would, with this Nine of Pentacles and Nine of Cups, I'd say a decent amount. Worth $800? No, I think that's just way, I don't know what you're getting again, but yeah, I just think that's lunatic. That's like, okay, I never talk about, okay, yeah, yeah. So I know of these spiritual tricksters, and that's usually what, like, they charge, like, around that amount, like, just insane amounts. Like, that's almost like, that's like, yeah, just an insane amount of money. I feel that she has been, the amount of money that she's asked of people in, like, IRL is, like, insane. And it's not what she can get online without having the cred that she needs, without establishing herself. Just a reading, I said other, the most they charge is 100 to 200 precisely. Like, if you were to come to me for an hour-long private session, that would be $120. That, like, I charge, you have to charge with the rest of the market, or else you're screwing everybody else over and yourself over, and that's what she's doing. She has no, with this Ace of Swords reverse, Six of Cups reverse, she's gotten no experience online, none, no cred. And, for a while, I didn't have any experience online either. You know what I had to do, Nicole? I went online when I started my YouTube channel. I gave mostly free readings for about 3 to 6 months to establish myself as a reader and to establish my name. You have to do that in almost every single visit. Most jobs require you to establish your name in some way, either through internships or, like, like some kind of, like, or school, or whatever the case may be. But, like, and you learned ethics and Reiki, exactly. And that's what she's going to have to do, sadly. And that's what she's probably not going to do, because she's got a big ego on her. I don't see her I see her having found success, like, in the past. I don't see her finding success online if she continues with this attitude and continues with this work ethic. Yeah, no, and it was very, very egotistical. Like, yeah, her getting nasty with you, like, that's not of the light. That's just not of the light. And she's going to learn this the hard way. Like, she's going to receive more opposition than just you, if she hasn't already received it. So it's like, she just went on YouTube last week. Like, yeah, I was offering free readings for about 6 months. People would pay me oftentimes. I'd give them an amazing reading and they'd be like, I'm going to pay you for that. That was amazing. Or people just started paying me automatically, and then I'd have a huge line because I'd established, my credibility. And if she's not willing to do anything like that, she's going to have a really difficult time. She's going to have to, she has to have some method of establishing herself. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, Austin. I agree with you. I agree with you. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing, Miss Nicole. I say you stick to your guns, and yeah, don't follow through with this because it feels shisty. I'm not saying she's not worth her salt, but, like, no one's really worth that much in salt. I mean, like, there's a certain amount that psychiatrists charge. There's a certain amount that therapists charge. There's a certain amount that, anybody charges for any business, and that is just astronomical. That's gouging. That's price gouging. And she's screwing everyone over doing that. She's screwing other spiritual workers over by doing that. And she's not going to get anything. I don't think she's going to do well, but hi, Bae. Thank you very, very much, love. I really appreciate you. I'm sorry, cat hair all over my face because my cat has been uncomfortable today. So I'm freaking. One moment, everybody. Thank you so much again, Miss Nicole. All right, one moment, please. All right, and we are back. And let me go ahead and add Miss Ling Wishes to the list here. Austin, thank you so much for your donation, my friend. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. Can you channel people? I noticed contact loved ones in the title. I can, I mean, when I say contact loved ones, I mean those who have passed on, not living spirits. No. I've been told by my spirit guides that living spirits can't be channeled. That's not possible. But that's just what I've been told. I don't know. Ah, shoot. Okay. One second. They are passed away? Okay. Well, that's a mediumship reading as well, Austin. That's a different price point. It is, sorry, I'm not getting it off the top of my head. Mediumship is, come on, Nightbot, is $35.35 if you wanted to do a mediumship reading, Austin. Since I want to know about Dalton and my friends in general, if that's possible in a 10-card drawn reading, how are they doing and what do they think of me? Okay. Well, okay, so you donated $8, so if you wanted a 10-card reading, a 10-card reading is $14.14. So that would be an additional $6.14. Give me 1 second, Austin. I'm really sorry. I'll be up in 2 seconds. I gotta run really quick and grab something. All right, sorry about that, and we are back. All right, thank you very much, Austin, for your donation. I really appreciate you. Okay. So you would like to know what are they doing, how are they doing, and what do they think of me? Okay, Dalton and your friends in general. Okay. And what is your sign again? What is Dalton? You're an Aquarius, right? And what is Dalton's sign? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Sorry, I just ran up the stairs. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Dalton and the rest of Austin's friends think of him? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Dalton and the rest of his friends think of Austin? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Dalton and the rest of his friends think of Austin? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Dalton and the rest of his friends think of Austin? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Dalton and the rest of his friends think of Austin? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Dalton and the rest of his friends think about Austin? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Dalton and the rest of his friends think about Austin? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Dalton and the rest of his friends think about Austin? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Dalton and the rest of his friends think about Austin? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Dalton and his friends think about Austin? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Dalton and the rest of his friends think of Austin? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Dalton and his friends think of Austin? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Dalton and his friends think about Austin? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Dalton and his friends think about Austin? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Dalton and his friends think about Austin? Page of Wands, the Sun, Three of Wands, Three of Pentacles reversed, Queen of Cups reversed, Death reversed, Knight of Pentacles reversed, the Star, Ten of Wands reversed, and Three of Cups. All right. Okay, so this is generally, I like this energy here. I like this energy. The Sun is already interesting. Yeah, no, I like this energy. I really do. I especially like this Three of Cups. I like the Sun. Yeah, starting, I mean, there's definitely, I don't know how long you've been friends with Dalton and this crew, but they definitely, they definitely, like, they definitely respect you, and they definitely, like, they really like your energy with this Page of Wands, and I don't know, I keep on getting this message of, like, the length of time in which you've been friends with them is of some, and maybe he's been friends with the rest of those friends for longer or something like that, but I do get a little bit, kind of cliquish energy with this Three of Pentacles reversed. And we just received a donation from Wendy. Thank you so much, Wendy. I'll add you in just a sec. But yeah, they really like hanging out. Like this, the Page of Wands is definitely like an activity like card, like they like hanging out with you, like spending time with you. But lately, like, okay, yeah, so I don't know how long you've been friends with them for. Lately there's been a little bit of a lull in energies, I would say, with this group of friends, towards you with this Death reverse card. Like, they've always really liked your energy. They've always thought you were fun to hang out with. But with this Sun card, it's like they accept you for who you are. Like, and that's, you know, that's true friendship, you know, accepting someone for the good and the bad. And I do see that they do accept your truth. And they do recognize, or at least Dalton recognizes that there is, like, your energies are not where they used to be normally. Like, they're kind of in a little bit of a funk right now, and that they haven't, like, tossed you aside. They're not going to toss you aside. but they do wish that you could, that they could bring you out of this funk with this Knight of Pentacles right underneath the sun. It's like they want to, like, they wish that they could, like, facilitate a change in this in your energy that's happened. And I really like this Three of Wands and the Star. It's like they're like, I can't speak for everyone here because it's a lot of different people, and like not everyone is exactly on Dalton's page, you know. This is really interesting. I'm listening. I could be right. Like, not everyone's thinking like exactly like Dalton. But in terms of him, so hi Andre, I need you to calm down. Thank you. Honey, please, thank you. With this Three of Wands, it's like they're willing to be patient with you and wait for you to get out of this funk. I mean, I feel like if these were girls, it would be a little bit different energy. I feel like, yes, please, Andre. I feel like, you know, they do understand that you're in a funk, but at least Dalton, he is understanding of it, and he does see that you're going through a healing process. You're going through a process of healing with this Star card. And your light still, and you're an Aquarius, your light still shines and radiates from within you. However, with this Three of Pentacles reversed, I did say, you know, I can't speak for this whole crew. There is a little bit of, I don't want to say a cliquey energy, but like, yeah, a little bit of a group think. Like, they don't all think exactly like Dalton, but there is something to be, he is a little bit of a ringleader here, and not in a bad way. I wouldn't say, definitely not in a bad way. And I like this Ten of Wands reversed as well, because it's like, I don't know, like, how, you know, what communication is like with you and Dalton, or you and your group of friends, but I do feel like they want to be there for you with this Ten of Wands. Like, Dalton, you said Dalton and your group of, and your group of friends, didn't you say? Am I not? Did I misread something? Dalton and my friends in general. Okay, so I thought, like, yeah, it was like a group of friends that we're talking about here. That's what I asked about. So I you know, this is Dalton and your group of friends. There is something to be said about, like, yeah, like, group thinking, and him, like, being a leader of that, but not entirely. Like, not everyone, like, thinks entirely just like him. With this Three of Pentacles reversed. And with this Queen of Cups, I really like this Queen of Cups reversed and Three of Cups right here. Three of Cups is the friendship card, plain and simple. It's usually indicative of female friendship, but it can also be, of course, dude friendship too. Friendship, plain and simple, celebratory times, enjoying, you know, good times with friends. But they do acknowledge, or at least Dalton acknowledges, that, you know, you are going through a little bit of an emotional funk right now. Queen of Cups reversed, Death reversed, but he does acknowledge that you're also in a healing period. So while he may not be the type of guy, or your friends might not be the type of guys to, like, directly tell you this is the energy that I'm picking up. Like, I don't know how, because, yeah, like, I mean, I don't know how communicative your friends are about this kind of stuff, but in terms of their energy, or at least Dalton's energy, very understanding. I really love this Three of Wands, the Star. I love this Ten of Wands reverse. Like, that's what you want to see with friendship, like Ten of Wands reverse. Someone who you can, you know, release your burdens to, and have a shoulder to cry on, so to speak, you know. So yeah, they're not, you know, they're here for you. They're here for you in this time, and they see it you know, they know that this is a funk, and you know, it's just like the King of Cups reverse. Like your throne is on rocky waters right now, but they know that the ocean, you know, just as rocky as it can be, it goes back to being totally calm, and it will return to being calm. And it's hard for us personally to see that when we're going through things. But from an outsider perspective, you know, they can see this, and they see that, you know, the sun's going to come out, and things are you're going to return, you're going to restore, balance is going to be restored, and you know, you'll be back to your same old self. But yeah, they do see with this death reverse that you are in a funk. They do recognize that, but they're also here for you at the same time. So yeah, I really like this energy, dude. I really do. Yeah, Three of Cups for sure. Like, I love seeing that for friendship. That's, and as a fellow Aquarius, you know how we are about friends. It's they're really important to us, and you are important to them. Again, I don't know how well they're communicating that to you, but I want you to know that is how, at the very least, Dalton feels. You're very welcome. You're very welcome, dude. I really, really appreciate you. And yeah, sorry about my cat meowing. Yeah, we had cleaners. We had cleaners come today, and for the first time, and they're not used to that since we've got them. They've never seen that, and so they've been not, well, the other one just hid, but Andre's just been a little bit meowy and needy for pets. Okay. Matt Belcher, thank you so much for your donation, Matt. Oh, shoot, I forgot to add Miss Wendy. I'm sorry, Wendy. Matt, please come to the chat. Thank you. Matt. Matt, please come to the chat. Thank you. Matt, please come to the chat. Thank you, my friend. Oh, weird. Oh, I saw that comment. Huh. I wonder what's going on. I mean, I'm assuming you're not like swearing or anything, right? Shoot, is anyone else able to comment? going on? Yeah, I can see yours, Wendy. I can see yours, Debbie. Yeah, Matt. Oh, damn. I guess I can't tell if he's still having problems. Shoot. I don't know. Maybe I couldn't comment. Yeah. I don't really know what to do here. Okay, maybe, Matt, maybe you could email me. I know that's a huge pain in the butt. I'm so sorry. Okay, yes, now I can see it. Now I can see it. Yes. Are you still having issues, Matt? Okay, because it's been a little while now. I don't really know what to do. Um, I'm not, I'm assuming you're still having issues with your question. All I can think to suggest would be emailing me. Oh, okay, okay. Thank you. Yeah. I'll give it another few minutes, okay? Because you could always email me the question, and then I could do it time-stamped. It's still not going through, Matt. I still don't see anything. I see, how about now, hold on, and it's still not going through, and my comments aren't going through. I had that white screen on my Droid phone and thought my phone died. Oh no. Matt, do you want to just email me the question? I can timestamp the reading for you. I gotta move on, love. I've got a list of people. If you could type like yes or no for the email thing, I think that's the only solution I can really think of here. I don't know what's going on. Okay. There you go. All right. I'm sorry about that, Matt. In the meantime, we will move on to the next question, and then Matt, you will be next. So that means Yvette Phillips, please come to the chat. Thank you very much, Yvette. Yvette Phillips, please come to the chat. Thank you. And in the meantime, I will pull up my email here. Hi, Yvette. Please go ahead and post your question. Thank you. What is Aries' feelings? We broke up, he was cheating, and it's such a disappointment at the same time. I'm so sorry. I need to know, what is the Aries name, Yvette? And what is your sign? His is Tony. Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Tony's current feelings towards Yvette? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What? Yvette, I'm gonna offer you this. I offer a love reading. Their thoughts, their feelings, and their intentions towards you. Would you want to do that, or do you just want me to ask what his feelings are towards you? I always like to offer that just because it kind of like answers 3 questions in one. But if you just want to ask feelings, we can do that. Either way. Thank you very much, Matt. You will be next. Thank you. No, it doesn't cost extra. It's just a suggestion. It's just a reading that I offer. It doesn't cost any extra. And what's your sign, Yvette? Yeah, it's just, I just think it's more thorough, you know, but some people just want to know, like, one thing. But okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are Tony's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Yvette at this time? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are Tony's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Yvette? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are Tony's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Yvette? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are Tony's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Yvette? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are Tony's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Yvette? Yvette, are you the model? You are. You're the Virgo. Yes, you are. Yes, girl. Doing well. Angels, messengers, and I'm sorry about this. I don't know when this happened, but it's awful. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are Tony's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Yvette? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are Tony's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Yvette? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are Tony's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Yvette? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are Tony's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Yvette? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are Tony's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Yvette? Ace of Swords, Queen of Wands reversed, Three of Pentacles reversed, King of Pentacles reversed, and the Hanged Man. Jeez Louise. I'm assuming that you guys are not in communication right now. Am I correct? Definitely recent than the other woman reached out to me. Oh my god, seriously? Wow, okay. You guys aren't talking right now, is that right? Because I'm just looking at your current energy. We have this Ace of Swords. I get the sense that while you're, of course, you're just over it. You blocked him. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I believe you're really, like, upset. I mean, but, like, at the same time, like, there was there's no closure here at the same time. Like, while I don't think you would take him back, because, like, look at what he did, like, he's liable to do that again, you know, and I think you're a smart woman and you know that. Correct me if I'm wrong, I do feel you feel that way with this Ace of Swords. It's just like, you're holding your sword, and you're just like, for real, dude, like, you're done. Like, you're out of my life, and, like, I do feel like there is a part of you that, like, wants him to hear, like, you know, where you're coming from, like, get a piece of your where you're coming from, because he needs to hear this stuff on one hand, but on the other hand, it's like, why to continuing communication with him is just going to be fruitless. Like, I've been in a situation like that, not like, I've been in a romantic situation like that, I've been in situations like that with coworkers, versus, like, what's the use? Like, even though I want to give you a piece of my mind because you deserve to hear it and I want to speak it, like, what would be the use in it? Because there's no getting through to someone like you know. I was catching on to it, but was thinking I may have been wrong, but I was on point. Yeah, you've got really strong intuition. And sometimes, and I've been there too, where, like, you think that someone you're with is cheating, and then you're like, well, no, I'm probably just being paranoid, probably because I've been hurt in the past, blah, blah, blah. And then it ends up coming true. Yeah, no, I've been there too. And it's just like, yeah, that's where it's just like, damn, that intuition. Yeah. His general energy, we've got the Hangman. He is in a place of, like, he knows he's in the wrong, and he knows that if he were, like, if communication were to be opened up between the two of you, he would likely, like, get an earful, because he deserves it. That's the very least he deserves. And I get the sense that he is, with his King of Pentacles reversed, with his intentions, he is completely pulled back. He knows he's in the wrong. He knows he was in the wrong, and he knows that he's going to either hear, you know, what he deserves to hear from you, or like, he's just, you know, he's lost you completely. And he knows that, like, he knows he's screwed up, and he's like, the vision I keep on getting is of a dog with his like his tail between his legs. Like he knows that he's done wrong here. And a lot of the time when people do this stuff, they oftentimes don't know they've done wrong. And I'm not trying to clear his name or anything. I'm not making any excuses for this guy at all. Just because he knows he's done wrong doesn't mean that that clears, you know, oh shoot, oh no. Sorry, uh-oh, my interwebs. Okay, we're back up. Sorry, my interwebs just got dicey. Just because he knows that he's in the wrong doesn't make him, okay, it does not clear him, doesn't make him in the right. His thoughts, we have the Queen of Wands reversed. Yeah, he thinks that this just wasn't the right behavior, and this, that he's likely lost you for good. That this isn't how things function, like between two people that are romantically together. This isn't, like, he knows that this was like wrong. This Three of Pentacles reversed, King of Pentacles reversed. There's an acknowledgement of being wrong here, but like I said, like, it doesn't put him in the right at all. Doesn't mean that he's going to even correct his behaviors or apologize, you know, for his behavior. Spirit seeking energy. I did actually let him know how I felt. He didn't think I was serious. He thought kissing me would help me. It's like, oh gosh, yeah, no. So he just thinks that he's like a Romeo and he can just kiss his way like in and out of like bad situations. No, it doesn't work like that. And I'm glad you gave him a piece of your mind. And thank you for your donation, Phyllis. Thank you. I'll add you in just a moment. I'm really glad that you gave him a piece of your mind. Because he definitely deserves at the very least that. And yeah, I don't, like I said, like, even if he does like apologize or, you know, like in a sincere way, like beyond just a kiss, like, oh no, my internet's not flubbing, is it? No, come back to me. Sorry, I keep on getting distracted because I keep on seeing my internet go in and out, and it's frustrating me. It's not your fault at all. I'm so sorry of that. But yeah, I feel like, yeah, even if spirits just like stay away, like even if he did like sincerely apologize, like he is so liable to do something like this again, and he's just like, how could you fully trust him from here, you know? So yeah, I am so sorry that happened to you, Yvette. Nobody deserves that. No one deserves that. I hate seeing that crap. And I don't know how long the two of you were dating for, but now I think it's, I want to say you've dodged a bullet here. Like, if you had continued forth with him, and this ended up being, like, say you had been together for like 5, 6, 7, 8 years, not saying that it would have made it like okay, but like that, would have been like even worse if you'd been like in a very, very long-term relationship. Again, I don't know how long it was. It still hurts. It's still not right, I do hear you through and hugging and everything. It's like, dude, this is over. Yeah, he thinks he can just charm his way. It was for a year. I'm sorry, love. I'm so sorry. That is a decent amount of time. Jeez. Yeah, I am so sorry. That shouldn't happen to anyone. And I want to say that he can change his ways, because I do believe that some people can, but I just feel like with him, he's liable to. He knows he's liable to screw up again. And the fact that the girl reached out to you, like, I don't know what she communicated to you entirely, but like, just like too much involvement in something that you shouldn't be involved in with that level, I'm sorry, love. Definitely. Well, your guides are definitely saying like you dodged a bullet here. This is, I don't know what the rest of the relationship was like, but it's just so wildly disrespectful, and just ridiculous. And he was acting so single when we met. She said they've been together longer. Okay, wow, I did not know that part. Love, that's a bombshell. So what was she angry, or like what was her perspective? Because I would be pissed not at you. I would be pissed at him if I were her. I'd be like, what the like that would be unforgivable if I were her. I'm like, so girl, you were letting him drag. Yeah, seriously, like what? Like I would be like, if she didn't know, that would be one thing. Like so she knew about you. That is ridiculous. If she didn't know about you, then I would just, if I were her, I would be like so mad at him. Like, and it was through email. Good lord. Okay, so at least it wasn't through person or in person, but still, like, this guy is not a catch. Like, so this has been going on for wow. That's unforgivable. That's unforgivable. If he can keep that facade for that long, that's crazy. That's like really scary. What else is he liable to lie about? You know? Good lord. That's what spirit means by saying you dodged a bullet. It's less well, yeah, it's partly to do with the fact that he is liable to do this again, but the fact that he's kept up a facade like that, a double life for 2 years. Oh, she didn't know. I didn't know her, and she. Okay, y'all both didn't know each other, so he was playing both of you. God, I'd be so mad at him. I know, like, a knee-jerk reaction is sometimes to hate or to, like, have, like, ill will towards the woman or the other person, whatever, but, like, this guy played both of y'all. Like, he's such a, I shouldn't say it on here, but Prick, wow. What a jerk. I'm so sorry. Wow. Yeah, that's what Spirit's talking about. If he was liable to lie about and keep that double life for that long, who knows what else he's able to lie about. Who knows? Right, Phyllis? This kind of stuff is gonna hit him in the butt in the end. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh god. I am so sorry. Oh, and let me sorry Phyllis, I forgot to add you here to the list. Yes. Phyllis. And thank you very much, Yvette, for your donation. I really appreciate you, and I'm again so sorry that happened. That's just what a creep. Yeah, what a pathetic man. Yeah. He was lying. I would call him out. So many things he was willing to do with us. Good lord. What a psycho. Honestly, psycho. Like, psycho creep. And I don't like calling people names, but that's, like, psychotic. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, wow, but thank you. Like, thank you for like, showing me the truth, you know? What a creep. Did the other girl tell you what she plans on doing from here? Is she gonna continue dating him? Because if I were her, yeah, if I were both of y'all, I'd just stay away from this. That's psycho. That's really psycho. Wow. I'm so sorry, love. Wow, I really need to hydrate. I'm so thirsty. Okay. So we are going to see Matt. I'm assuming you are watching. Thank you, Matt, for your donation, and thank you for your email. So I'm going to, in case you're not watching, we're going to timestamp Matt's reading. Okay. No, but I mean, usually women who are around that long, I believe, have stayed through many cheating scandals. It's possible that she has, yeah, that's a possibility. I'm hoping she stays strong and stays away, because, I mean, she's just gonna get, I mean, that's, oh, hey, Matt. He didn't even have a picture of them on his phone or nothing. Jeez. That's psycho, Yvette. That is so psycho. I'm so sorry. Like, you really, no one deserves that. That is crazy. Yeah, no, and you're right that I'll say even myself, the first time I ever got cheated on, I was stupid and I stayed, but I didn't stay for very long, but I was an emotional 18-year-old. Didn't even yeah, no, that's crazy. I'm so sorry, Yvette. Good lord. Okay. All right, Matt. So you want to know if Rebecca is catastrophic. on TikTok. Angels, Messengers, and Spirit Guides, is Rebecca catastrophic on TikTok? Angels, Messengers, and Spirit Guides, is Rebecca catastrophic on TikTok? Angels, Messengers, and Spirit Guides, is Rebecca catastrophic on TikTok? Angels, Messengers, and Spirit Guides, is Rebecca catastrophic on TikTok? Angels, Messengers, and Spirit Guides, is Rebecca catastrophic on TikTok? Angels, Messengers, and Spirit Guides, is Rebecca catastrophic on TikTok? Angels, Messengers, and Spirit Guides, is Rebecca catastrophic on TikTok? Angels, Messengers, and Spirit Guides, is Rebecca catastrophic on TikTok? Angels, Messengers, and Spirit Guides, is Rebecca catastrophic on TikTok? Angels, Messengers, and Spirit Guides, is Rebecca catastrophic on TikTok? Angels, Messengers, and Spirit Guides, is Rebecca catastrophic on TikTok? Angels, Messengers, and Spirit Guides, is Rebecca catastrophic on TikTok? Angels, Messengers, and Spirit Guides, is Rebecca catastrophic on TikTok? Angels, Messengers, and Spirit Guides, is Rebecca catastrophic on TikTok? Angels, Messengers, and Spirit Guides, is Rebecca catastrophic on TikTok? Like, there was no trace of her, and he passed her off as an ex. I just told her, run. I feel like I could tell she was silly. Yeah. Good lord. What a jerk. Honestly, like, I mean, if she, like I said, if she does decide to stay with him, he's gonna hurt her again. He's already, you know, like, he's like, I'm sure both y'all are hurt, you know, but like angry too. So it would be foolish, absolutely foolish if she didn't run away, you know, like, oh my goodness, like this guy is a menace. He's a psycho. Five of Cups, Justice reversed, Nine of Cups reversed, Strength reversed, Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, the World reversed, Four of Cups, Four of Swords, and Queen of Cups. Yeah, I get the sense that it's her too. This because Ace of Pentacles is all about truth. She's the queen. She's Cancer, isn't she? Queen of Cups. I do feel like this is her. Yeah, Five of Cups and Two of Pentacles. It's like this is her way of processing the feeling of working through the feeling of her feelings of not her feelings of lack of you in her life. The World reverse comes up in a lot of her readings. The Chariot reverse comes up in a lot of her readings. A lot of readings of imbalance. Justice reversed, the World reversed. Yeah, the truth is that she's concealing something. The truth of her oh, she's a Capricorn? Okay, never mind. But I get Cancer energy from her, like, all the time. Yeah, Strength reverse, Four of Swords. It's like, this is like a coping mechanism, like working through, the emptiness, the lack. Yeah, Empty Cup, Six of Cups reversed. With paired with like the loss, Four of Cups, Five of Cups. How is catatonic, I should say. Let's just assume that this is not her. How does catatonic, do they communicate with you over TikTok? I messaged her on there several times, but she won't reply. Okay. And what kind of content does she create? Like, what's led you to believe that it's her? Because if it's, does she like because I feel like I told her earlier to go away. Because does she message you at all? Like what's led you to believe that it's her? Because yeah, what I'm seeing is like, yeah, coping mechanism. Four of Swords with strength reversed. Um, yeah, like trying to fill up the cup where it's empty. Six of Cups reversed. Queen of Cups. This Ace of Pentacles. I do believe it's her. Spirit thinks it's her. Um, but I am curious. She doesn't create content. I'm the only one she follows, and she shows up on my profile and bids all the time. Yeah, yeah, that's her. That's her. Who? I mean, I'm not saying nobody else would be interested in you, Matt. I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. But if that, like, if there was some rando I noticed following me on my socials, like I have like maybe one idea of who it would be or two ideas. You know what I mean? Like we only know certain people in our lives. I feel that would do that. Um, and I mean, unless we're like a famous person or something, but like I feel like I definitely feel like that's her. Yeah. You don't care about that? Wait, what do you mean? You don't care about what? Like, yeah, like that. I like, yeah. I mean, because I try to keep track of like who watches my stuff to a certain extent, not too much. Um, but yeah, I probably wouldn't. Yeah, I probably would notice like if one person is like just like, yeah. I do think it's her, man, and yeah, that it doesn't it does feel, yeah, it just feels like her energy. It totally, yeah, it does feel like her energy. And it sounds like something she would do. And yeah, it doesn't create content. I picked up that too. Like, I felt like she didn't create content. Like, it's just like, yeah, she just follows. Oh dear. She, yeah, she's not over you. The world reversed. The world reversed. She's not over you. And I think she feels like this is like okay. I think she feels like this kind of behavior is like okay. Like it's her way of like getting to have you in her life without having you in her life. Yeah, and she won't communicate with you. Like what the heck? Like girl, like don't be creepy. Like if dude, here's the thing. Think about it this way, dude. Let's switch genders. If a dude was behaving that way towards me, he's liable to get in trouble with the law. You know what I mean? I mean, not that extremely, but like low key, it would be looked down upon so much if a dude were to do that to a woman. It would be seen as like creepy and invasive. But like, I feel like women less are seen. That's where I'm saying that I feel like she thinks this is kind of like okay, like it's not. She doesn't see it as problematic or creepy or anything. Where it is wildly so. Like, total right. I'm thinking of it that way. I'm like yeah, if there was someone who was watching my account and I didn't know who they were and they like wouldn't communicate with me and there was a problematic person in my life, yeah, I would probably try and get them in trouble for it. Like if I felt threatened, and yeah, it would just not look good at all and would be like, yeah, men are, yeah, held at a different standard and I don't like that. Like women should be held at that standard too. Like don't be creepy, y'all. Don't be creepy. Like ugh, I'm sorry, Matt. Well, you keep yourself protected, and I think you said, I don't know if you blocked her or not, but that might be a wise thing. It's stalkerish. Yeah, it's stalkerish. It's creepy. It's stalkerish. It's not cool, and you don't need to go through that. And I would, yeah, if you haven't blocked her, just block her. That's, yeah, really not cool. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. And if there's, I mean, if there's any way you could report her too, that would be legit. Debbie, Thank you, Debbie, for your donation. Debbie. One question, general reading for the month of May. Aries. Okay, hon. I know. I mean, yeah, poor girl, like a little bit, but like kind of no either too. Like yeah, just as an empath, I feel bad for her, but like that's not your problem, just not your problem, and you know that. You're very welcome, Matt. Thank you. Sorry about that kerfuffle earlier, with the chat thing. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Debbie with any and all information she should know about the month of May. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Debbie with a view of what to anticipate in May. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what can Debbie anticipate for the month of May? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what can Debbie anticipate in her life for the month of May? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what can Debbie anticipate in her life for the month of May? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what can Debbie anticipate in her life for the month of May? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what can Debbie anticipate in her life for the month of May? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what can Debbie anticipate in her life for the month of May? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what can Debbie anticipate in her life for the month of May? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what can Debbie anticipate in her life for the month of May? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what can Debbie anticipate in her life for the month of May? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what can Debbie anticipate in her life for the month of May? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what can Debbie anticipate in her life for the month of May? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what can Debbie anticipate in her life for the month of May? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what can Debbie anticipate in her life for the month of May? Seven of Pentacles, 10 of Swords reversed, 10 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups reversed, 6 of Wands reversed, Page of Cups reversed, 5 of Swords reversed, King of Pentacles, and 6 of Swords reversed. Lots of reversed swords here. Okay. So for the month of May, I'm seeing it start off with a little bit, like, it's starting off a little frustratingly slow, with the 7 of Pentacles, likely in terms of completion of certain projects, but 7 of Pentacles is like, the energy of the 7 of Pentacles is like watching flowers grow, or like watching paint dry. It's like, yes, you are going to see results. You are going to see an eventual victory with the 6 of Wands reversed. Even though you're not seeing it now, you will see it. However, these victories will probably come to fruition at the end of the month's end. I do see some issues abetting with this 10 of Swords reversed, Page of Cups reversed energy. However, while I do see some issues resolving themselves largely within your family, with this Ten of Cups, I also see there being some issues with communication with this Page of Cups reversed, and then furthermore with this Six of Cups reversed over here that I'll get to in a moment. I do really like this Ten of Cups, returning to this Ten of Cups energy right here in the center. The Ten of Cups is the family card. It's also a card of completion, of contentment, and I mentioned earlier about victories on the horizon not coming to fruition, unfortunately, a lot of them not coming to fruition by this month's end, unfortunately, but I do see them happening within the next couple of months. I do see victories on the horizon with this Five of Swords reversed. I do see like triumphing over hardships or roadblocks that might come in your direction in terms of certain maneuvers or things that you're trying to accomplish at this time, whether they be like, you know, creative or like family projects or like projects is what I'm really seeing here. Like yeah, I like this Nine of Pentacles and King of Pentacles over here, but let's get to this Six of Cups and Six of Swords reversed. We've got a lot of sixes in this reading. And as I mentioned earlier, the Six of Cups reversed is an indicator of not only difficulties in communication in general, but especially difficulties in communication within the family, possibly with your children, because Six of Cups is also a card of children, childhood. There may be some, I do see some possible arguments coming up with family members that are not like that. You will definitely be able to move past them. They're not going to, like, you know, hold back your month or anything like that. But I do see communication being a little tricky over the next month. So I would just bear that in mind. But I really like this Ten of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, and King of Pentacles. I keep on hearing these words of victory, success, wins, victories on the horizon, and unfortunately, like, you might not see them coming to fruition at all very much over the next month, but do trust and believe that they are slowly and surely, slowly but steady, as long as you keep on, like, you know, turning the wheel and continuing forth with what you're trying to accomplish. I do see you finding success and victory in your projects and your goals. And I definitely see like stability and harmony, like diligent, like reliability. With a family, like one particular family member, like definitely being able to lean on at least one family member in particular with this King of Pentacles. Yeah, May. I know I gave you. I know I gave you a 2025 reading at the beginning of the year, Debbie. I don't remember every single detail of it, so I'm not remembering what I said for the month of May. I don't know if you remember, but I am seeing this month. You know, I mean, I suppose every month definitely has its ups and its downs. Sorry, whoa, there's a moth flying all crazy. Sorry, one sec. You know, every month definitely has its ups and its downs for sure. And I definitely just see that being true for the month of May. I just killed moth. Okay. And I'm seeing this reassurance. I think May was, yeah, I'm definitely seeing this reassurance of like, you know, this, despite there being obstacles this month, you're going to see things restore. You're going to see balance restored by the end of this month. Like, I feel like by the 4th week of this month, things are going to, like, harmony and balance is going to definitely be restored. I do see some rockiness at the beginning. But I sense things getting better as time goes on. So yeah, that is what I'm seeing for you, love. Sorry, I need to wipe again. I think I don't know if I just killed a moth. I think I did. But I don't see it anywhere. It was bugging me. But yeah, no, it doesn't look, you know, it looks like it's going to be, you know, it will present its challenges, but like I said, I do feel like by the end of this month that things will be back to normal, and for sure by next month, I'm no doubt. You're very welcome, Debbie. Thank you, love. Thank you very much. Oakley dokley. Let's go here. All right, and Linglicious. Linglicious, thank you very much for your donation. Hello, ST's next actions to me, Ling. Out of nowhere, he told me his yearly salary. Okay, and Ling, what is your sign, and what is ST's sign? You're an Aries and he's a Taurus. Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are ST's next actions towards Ling? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are ST's next actions towards Ling? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are ST's next actions towards Ling? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are ST's next actions towards Ling? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are ST's next actions towards Ling? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are ST's next actions towards Ling? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are ST's next actions towards Ling? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are ST's next actions towards Ling? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are ST's next actions towards Ling? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are ST's next actions towards Ling? 4 of Swords reversed, 3 of Cups, 6 of Cups reversed, King of Cups, and the High Priestess. Okay. Okay, so less action cards. And I know we asked, you know, what his next actions are towards you. I'm seeing more, well, his next actions, I see communication. I know you said that he told you out of nowhere his yearly salary. I feel like he's going to be dropping more tidbits of information about himself to you. I don't know how long, are you guys currently dating, or how long have you guys known one another? I feel like, you know, he's definitely going to be, like, the communication is actually going to be more. I actually take that. While I do think he's a little quiet now. I'm not sure, should I text him more? We were in a break and just restarted recently. Yeah, this 4 of Swords reversed. I was gonna say, like, I do feel like there is, like, a little bit of, like, I was gonna say, I retract what I just said, how he's gonna be dropping more tidbits like what he just dropped. I feel like it's actually gonna be less tidbits about who he, like, about, like, facts about his life, and more about how he feels towards you with this 3 of Cups, King of Cups and the High Priestess, that's very much like expressing one's like deeper self. The King of Cups is very, very, very deep energy. So if he's getting ready, if these are his next actions towards you, you know, because that, when we're asking spirit what his next actions are towards you, we're really asking what are his intentions towards you at this time? What is he thinking? And at this time, I do see he has taken a step back, but he's thinking about you deeply. He's thinking about you a lot. You're for sure on his mind, girl. That's for sure. I do see he's pulled back a little bit, but I believe he's pulled back because he's gearing up to reveal some serious stuff to you. And he wants to say it in the right way, you know. Yes, besides salary, he told me about his health as well. Okay. Yeah. So he's revealing, you know, important things about himself, and or he has revealed some important facts about himself. I see him, letting down guards, but I also see him getting ready to do that. Like, he's had guards up for a while, and he wants to express himself in the right way. He doesn't want to do it in the wrong way. He doesn't want to say it in the wrong way. This looks good. He's definitely not one to rush anything, is the energy I get. He takes things slowly and surely with this King of Cups, which I think is wise. He is guarded, but with reason. But I do feel that's part of what he anticipates doing, is letting down some of those guards that he's had up, and really being truthful with you in terms of his feelings for you, whatever they may be. You know, he wants to say it in the right way, and wants to do it in the right way. Wants to say it in the right way, and yeah. Because I think we both are guarded. That is why I'm thinking I should send him some message. But if he will, I guess I will let him do it more. Yeah, I don't know how long it's been since you guys have last spoken. I don't know, you know, how long of a gap sometimes he'll take in communication. But I mean, if you want my advice, I would just wait a little bit. I mean, if it's, you know, if like a week goes by, then I would prod him a little bit. But if it hasn't been that long, I would wait maybe a few more days or so. Yeah. Thank you very, very much, Ling. I really appreciate you. This, you know, the truth is always a good thing, you know, to hear from someone. It really looks like he's wanting to reveal more of his truth to you. That, especially with the High Priestess, it's all about the truth, you know. You're very welcome, Ling. You are very welcome. Thank you. All right. Miss Wendy, thank you for your donation. Hi. I just got back from my birthday trip and the Grand Canyon was stunning. Oh, wow. That's wonderful, Wendy. I'm so glad to hear it all went well. I mean, I felt like it was going to go great. But I'm just so glad to hear that it indeed did. Sorry, I don't know what's going on. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, Miss Wendy. So, okay, so you had two questions. What's coming towards me in the next few months? All right, let's see. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what is coming towards Wendy in the next few months? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what is coming towards Wendy in the next few months? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what is coming towards Wendy over the next few months? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what is coming towards Wendy over the next few months? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What is coming towards Wendy over the next few months? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What is coming towards Wendy over the next few months? Thanks, Masters and Spirit. Oh, okay, sorry. Let's move into the card cam. Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What is coming towards Wendy over the next few months? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What is coming towards Wendy over the next few months? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What is coming towards Wendy over the next few months? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What is coming towards Wendy over the next few months? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What is coming towards Wendy over the next few months? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What is coming towards Wendy over the next few months? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What is coming towards Wendy over the next few months? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What is coming towards Wendy over the next few months? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What is coming towards Wendy over the next few months? 10 of Cups reversed, 4 of Wands reversed, 4 of Swords reversed, King of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles reversed, Justice, Ace of Swords reversed, 8 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and 3 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, I'm seeing stuff about disharmony, and I think I know within which realm of your life it is probably pertaining to. Actually, I know because I hear it from Spirit. They're talking about your work. They're talking about your work. That over the next few months, I think there's going to be a lot of changes. And like they could be heavier shifts than you may think. So what I'm seeing, like right now, like coming up soon, is this discontent, disharmonious energy, but at the same time, like getting your justice, getting like you're not going to get in trouble for anything. Like if anything, like people are going to get in trouble for something that they may have done to you. And I do feel like it's within the workplace. It looks like it is. I see like some kind of an incident. It may have already happened. I think you said you reported someone to HR, and I do see like a positive change like happening from that, but I don't know how long it's going to stay positive for. With this 4 of Wands reversed, Ace of Swords reversed. This is again energy of disharmony, of a disharmonious union. This 4 of Wands reversed, Ace of Swords reversed is definitely indicative of an injustice, or something appearing like having appeared as a like justified or just a just thing or a like win, but then like seeing that it like or not having your voice completely heard, people not fully following through on things. You think your manager is going to get demoted. Okay, well that's intense. That's going to definitely cause some changes too. But I also feel like within the next couple of months, I feel like there's going to be another. I know you already have applied to other places and have expressed wanting to switch jobs. I feel like that energy is kind of on the back burner right now. And I feel like it's going to be on the back burner for the next like month or so. But like in a month, I feel like there's going to possibly be another incident or or just continued like lack of like the support that you need, and continued disharmony in communications with coworkers. And I see you like revisiting with this Four of Swords reverse. It's like it's revisiting something that you were like really thinking about, really meditating on. And yeah, I'm getting this, I'm feeling it's not so much like anything specific that's going to push you to want to find another job again, push you back into that energy. With this Eight of Swords, I feel like it's an energy of like stagnation. Like I said, I feel like some right is going to be like made, and then it unfortunately I feel like they're someone's not going to follow through on something that they're going to like promise you. And and you're going to be like, I want to be set free from this. I feel trapped. I feel misled. And with this King of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles, I see some really promising stuff on the horizon, love. Whether this is to do with, this could be either a change, either a massive change is going to happen within your current workplace, or there's going to be a new job entirely with this, both this King and Ace of Pentacles. I think it's more a new job entirely, because Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning. I'm still applying, but the other options pay less and I don't want to downgrade. Yeah, I hear you. Well, I don't see there being a downgrade. I see there being a big change in the next couple of months, and I see King of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. That's big money. That's really good money. That's definitely not less than what you're making. I like this Three of Pentacles, and I'm trying to figure out what this Nine of Pentacles has to do in this context. Nine of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, I feel like while there's going to be you're going to be making really good money either at a new job entirely or in a new department. Yeah. But and it's going, like, the work's going to be very steady, and it's really going to like be really fitting for you and your skill set, and you're going to enjoy it too. But it is going to be intense. It's going to be a little difficult to maintain a healthy work-life balance at first with this Nine of Pentacles reverse. And maybe this is why spirits mentioned that there was going to be some difficulties traveling this summer. Maybe because you're going to be starting a new job. Either you're starting an entirely new job or you're starting an entirely new position, which is basically a new job, But yeah, Ace of Pentacles, brand new monetary penticular beginning here. And yeah, Nine of Pentacles reverse. This is definitely not about a lack of money or loss of money or demotion or anything to do with that. It's more like, yeah, lack of work-life balance, difficult time balancing work-life responsibilities. Or not a difficult time balancing work-life responsibility. You're definitely able and capable of balancing both, but it is, I do feel like they might overwork you at first. And I do feel like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of jobs can be that way at first, and it's nice. I feel like it's a test. And sometimes we have to just draw boundaries with certain things as well. But I see major shifts here, and one thing coming to a close and another thing coming to fruition. A lot happening, definitely a lot happening, a lot of shifts occurring, or at least one major shift occurring in the next few months. And I think it's all, I know it's all good. I know it's all going to lead to where you need to be ideally in your life, and what you should be, and what you feel you should be doing and feel like best doing. It's always overwhelming starting. Yes, absolutely, right? It's always overwhelming starting something new. Oh, by the way, I don't think I told you, Wendy. Speaking of starting something new, did I tell you that I got accepted at that website as the psychic advisor, the one that rejected me like twice. And then they reached out. I looked through my spam email and they reached out to me personally for an interview. And I had an interview on Wednesday and I got the job. I'm so excited. I think I start in like the next like 10 days or so. But yeah, speaking of starting something new, it's like, yeah, it can be definitely overwhelming. It's going to be, for me, it's going to be like a whole new thing. Reading for people. And girl, during the interview, I read for her. That was part of the interview. It was like an hour-long interview. It was really good. And that was the last part of the interview. She wanted me to read for her, and she really liked her reading. And reading for people like face to face, which I've done a lot. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. Yeah, reading for people face to face, which is what this is predominant. I mean, there is chat readings that I'm going to offer, but I also offer video and phone. And that's way different. Like giving someone readings face to face, seeing their face, seeing them, like, I swear, like, I think I saw her tear up a little bit. Like, seeing, yeah, it's pretty wild. Like, and I know I'm gonna see that, you know, people's like raw emotions as I'm talking to them, which is totally different. But I'm really excited. Yeah, big changes, big changes. I'm gonna be working a lot this summer. But yeah, I love this King of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles, Wendy. This is great. This is like not just a new beginning, but one that's going to pay, girl. One that's going to provide you definitely with financial stability. Um, you know, nothing about demotion here. Yeah, I think I tell that to everyone. Like, unless it's really compromising your mental or physical health in your work, you know, never take a demotion, never take less pay or anything. You know, that never makes any sense. You know, but yeah, big changes coming to your work life for dang sure. And good changes. Like, it may feel like, you know, difficult at first, but Spirit is saying that it's all meant to happen, and it's all gonna be for the very best for you at the end of things. Yay! Oh, I'm so happy you had a wonderful trip, Miss Wendy. I had no doubt you were gonna have a blast and it was gonna be beautiful. Um, and yeah, you a well-deserved break for sure. Um, and just to, you know, get your mind away from all that. Um, yeah. Well, thank you so much, love. Much love and light to you, girl. All right, Miss Phyllis. Phyllis, thank you for your donation, love. I don't know if you're very welcome, Wendy. Thank you. I don't know if Phyllis. Oh, what days does Aaron try to go to the coffee shop? Okay, I can answer that, Phyllis, but I've got to answer it like, does he go on weekdays or does he go like Monday, Wednesday, Friday? We could do, well, it's only 5 cards and there's 7 days of the week. Like, I can answer it in a yes or no way, Phyllis, but I can't ask it like what days of the week, because it's not going to show me days of the week, but I can confirm like which days of the week he does go more often. I was thinking about doing a throwdown, but it's only 5 cards, so I wouldn't be able to do 1 card for every day of the week. But we could ask, I don't know, we could ask if he goes like, I don't know, during the week or weekends more. And Phyllis, why am I blanking on your sign again? Are you a Taurus? Hey Phyllis, so you wanted to know what days of the you wanted to know what days of the week Aaron goes to the coffee shop. I was just saying I could. You only donated for 5 cards, so I can't really do a throwdown because there's 7 days. Like I can't do like one card for every day of the week because there's 7 days of the week. I can ask it in a yes or no question, so we could ask it like I don't know, like what days of the week? I don't know, like what days of the week would you go? Like, do you want to know if he goes like during the week or weekends more or? Thank you so much, Wendy. Thank you, love. During the week, okay, so we'll do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We'll do a throwdown. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, cool. That's a good way of doing it. Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What day of the week does Aaron go to the coffee shop? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What day of the week does Aaron go to the coffee shop most? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What day of the week does Aaron go to the coffee shop most? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What weekday does Aaron go to the coffee shop most? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Which weekday does Aaron go to the coffee shop most? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Which weekday does Aaron go to the coffee shop most? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Which weekday does Aaron go to the coffee shop the most? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Which weekday does Aaron go to the coffee shop the most? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Which weekday does Aaron go to the coffee shop the most? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Which weekday does Aaron go to the coffee shop the most? Okay, so for Monday, we have Two of Wands. Tuesday, we have Nine of Pentacles reversed. Wednesday, we have the Sun. Thursday, we have Six of Pentacles. Friday, we have Justice. I think he goes Wednesdays the most often. The least often he goes is Tuesdays. This Nine of Pentacles reversed, but he goes there a lot. He goes there a lot, Phyllis. Like I feel like the chances of you running into him are pretty high. Like Mondays, he often goes. Tuesdays he's got some other obligation. Wednesdays he's there almost every single week for long amounts of time. Thursdays I feel like he does a lot of work there. I don't know what he does for a living, but I feel like whatever he does, he most likely does remotely, and brings his work to the coffee shop. I think that's a big part of this. And he also goes on Fridays. I think Mondays and Fridays he goes maybe like 50% of the time. Tuesdays, I would say he rarely ever goes, but he goes almost every Wednesday and Thursday. Those are your best but your best day is Wednesday. I'd say second best day would be Thursday. I wouldn't recommend Tuesday. But in general, he's there a lot during the week. He's there a lot. So like I said, your chances of running into him are high. So yeah, this looks promising. Yeah, definitely Wednesday looks really good. The only day I wouldn't go is Tuesdays. And we didn't ask about the weekends. I don't think probably doesn't go that much on the weekends because I think he works there. Not at the coffee, but he brings his work to the coffee shop. I think that's what's going on. Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Phyllis. I appreciate you as always, always, always. And I really, really hope that you run into him for sure. Miss Wendy, thank you for your donation. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. Will Samuel end up extending his stay in the U.S.? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Samuel end up extending his stay in the U.S.? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Samuel end up extending his stay in the U.S.? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Samuel end up extending his stay in the U.S.? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Samuel end up extending his stay in the U.S.? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Samuel end up extending his stay in the U.S.? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Samuel end up extending his stay in the U.S.? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Samuel end up extending his stay in the U.S.? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Samuel end up extending his stay in the U.S.? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Samuel end up extending his stay in the U.S.? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Samuel end up extending his stay in the U.S.? Knight of Swords, the Hierophant, Two of Wands, the World reversed, and Page of Cups. It's very likely. It's not completely it's weird, girl. Okay, first of all, I was expecting to see the World either upright or reversed. And this was the message I got before I flipped the cards, which actually makes sense. Like, you know, logically, I believe he's already applied. He wants to extend his stay. If he's not able to apply, he fully intends on doing so without a question. That is his prerogative. With this Two of Wands, the Two of Wands. The traditional art is the dude with the world in his hands, and he's looking out on the horizon, like where am I gonna go? You know, like, because I'm not staying where I'm not staying where I was. And he's very adamant about this with the Knight of Swords and Page of Cups, Hierophant. He's determined. He's determined. However, the only entity that's not determined entirely is whether they will approve it or not. That's not determined. It's likely. It's more likely that they will, but it's not set in stone, is what Spirit is saying. He teased me last week that he's not leaving. Yeah, he fully intends on not leaving. That's his MO. Is he wants to stay here. He wants to stay here, 100%. Yeah, and I don't think he's able to apply to extend his stay yet. But like I said, like, he's Knight of Swords. Like, he's headstrong about this. He's determined, but as determined as he can be, you know, it's still in the hands of Uncle Sam. And we know how things are difficult right now for certain folks to, you know, have their visas or whatever. I don't think it will be a problem for him, to be honest. I think he'll have an easier time. But it's still completely up to them. He would need to leave for 2 weeks and then re-enter. Okay, that's all it would take, and then they would just give their approval. Because if it's a matter of that, then 100% he's definitely not going back. But I mean, if he needs to go back and re-enter, then he will. He'll do whatever it takes. If it's just a matter of that, he'll do it. He told me that he's scared he won't be able to come back, but I told him he should be fine. He is, yeah, and I think he should be fine too. I mean, things are just so dicey right now in so many different respects. We're just living in scary times, and he doesn't want to. He's just, he's being realistic and considering the fact that it may not happen. But I do think you're correct in assuming that it's more likely to happen than not. But always wise to take the all realities into consideration there. Well, thank you very much, Ms. Wendy. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. And I just received a donation from Miss Christy. Thank you, Christy, for your donation. I'm guessing you would like me to read for you on Instagram. He told me that he's scared. Oh, sorry, I already read that. Okay, okay. Let's see here. Hi, Christy. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. And you wanted me to do the reading on Instagram, right? His boss comes in and out all the time, so I think he should be okay. Yeah, if his boss is able to come in and out all the time, that sounds pretty promising. Um, yeah, I really feel like he's gonna have an easier time than not, for sure. You're very welcome, Wendy. Thank you. Christy, I just want to confirm you did want your reading on Instagram. Okay, all right. All right, so I have been on for a little over 2 hours, which means I'm going to do a last call for any and all donations tonight. If you would like a reading, now would be your time to send a donation in and I can read for you. Um, yeah. Yeah. Last call, everybody, for any and all donations tonight. Thank you. Last call for all readings tonight. You know, the other night I did a last call for donations and I waited 3 minutes. And then, you know, and that's the other thing too is sometimes the live stream will be on a lag and I think people, like sometimes it's like a 3 minute lag, I think. And someone messaged like right when I signed off. I'm like, no. But so hopefully, you know, if anyone's out there tonight who would like a reading, type it in the chat, say yes, I would like one. I'm going to send my donation, or simply send your donation in either way. But now would be your time. Thank you very much. Oh, my hands are so cold. Last call, everybody. Last call for any and all donations tonight. If you have a question that you need answered by me, please let me know. Thank you. Last call, everybody, for any and all donations tonight. Thank you. Last call, everybody, for any and all donations tonight. Thank you. All right, it looks like everyone is taken care of tonight. Well, thank you all for a very wonderful night. I always love reading for y'all. It was a great night. Lots of good things coming for a lot of you guys out there. Good energies, good start to the month. And I will see y'all